All right. Rick, you're all set to go.
All right, thanks. I appreciate you taking the time to do this. I have watching last season again last night. You had a really interesting season. Your character got a lot of different personal challenges you were having to juggle all at the same time.
Yeah, season 13. You've put me on the spot. I don't think I've seen it. It's funny because my daughter used to watch this all the time, and I used to watch every episode when she was younger, but now she's nearly 19. She's outgrown Murdoch. So I don't tend to watch it anymore. So you're asking me about stuff that I did last year that I can't remember.
Well, yeah, that's okay. It's not a problem at all. Your character does seem like it would be a fun one to play as an actor because there's a lot of nuance. He's not a black and white kind of guy as far as anything that you're doing.
Yeah, I mean, originally he was a bit black and white. He was very like, let's beat people up in the back room. But he's become a bit more cerebral and he's become a bit more nuanced. The writers have made him that, and I try and make him that as well. I don't, it's just boring if you just like shout at people all the time or what have you.
Did you know going into the season what was going to happen with the character? Did they talk to you much about it?
No, not at all.
As an actor, is that a good or a bad thing for you?
Sometimes it's nice to know what's not going on. You know what I mean? It's nice to get scripts and they're a surprise.
It's obviously you had some surprises here. What's the biggest challenge of being in a show where it's been running for a really long time and the audience knows the characters and everyone's worked with each other for a long time?
I think it's harder for the writers, for the writers to keep coming up with new stories and new stuff. I mean, we're just ciphers of the writers, really, aren't we? You know what I mean? You get a scene, you don't necessarily agree with it all the time, but you have to do it to the best of your ability, make it believable, make it truthful. We're never in the writing room. This season, I've seen one writer on set once because of the circumstance. I used to be in the writer's room all the time, popping in and having a chat, but there's none of that this year.
Do you have the ability to basically say, I don't know if this is a great line or this is the way the character would go, or?
I tend to change lines on set. They know I do, because sometimes a Canadian writer will have written a phrase and it's not very me, it's not very English, so I'll just change it to an English saying.
Looking back over your career, you've done really an amazing amount of work, an amazing amount of different shows, and are you sort of at the point where nothing's going to throw you? I mean, you've been in so many different situations where you can just go and do it.
Yeah, I mean, I wish I had a better American accent. I think I'd be a big star. But no, I'll never get nervous acting on set. You know what I mean? I used to be a plumber. I used to get really nervous plumbing, and I get nervous on the golf tee when I tee off at golf. But acting, I've never been nervous acting. I don't mean that to sound arrogant. I just am. There's worse things in life than hitting your marks and getting your lines right.
and it's good to have work and with everything that's going on. I mean, that's got to be a little bit nice as well.
Oh, we were really lucky to start work, especially I think we were the first show in Toronto that went into production. Do you know what I mean? So we were a bit of a guinea pig for how the whole protocols and how it all worked. So and I feel lucky to have a long running gig anyway. It's not like I'm on a regular soap that's every day. It's only like 4 or 5 months of the year, so I leave Brackenreed at the door and I go home.
Go golf. So
I had to stop golfing because I got too nervous.
Oh yeah, see, golf was too stressful for me. I was never relaxing.
So. Now I play volleyball.
Oh, there. The show, because it's ran so long, has some really engaged fans. They have people who, they think that the character should act a certain way or the show should go a certain way. And have you ran into situations where people have gave you their unsolicited feedback?
Not really with me. I think they feel like they try and control the narrative when it comes to Yannick and Hélène with their characters, with the love story. But I've never known anybody say they think Brackenreed should be this or that. It's mainly the love story in the show, I think, that people get, a bit crazy about. And I'm a fan of a football team, so I understand fanatics. I know what fans are. They're a bit crazy anyway, you know what I mean?
So what team do you follow?
Sheffield Wednesday.
Oh, so you have a few challenges here and there. So
Oh, mate, yeah, it's a big challenge following Sheffield Wednesday.
you know, I enjoy the show a lot, and it strikes me that if I was going to act, you sort of have a great role in that you get to have a lot of the fun, but you're not carrying the show on your back. You can do what you do, and like you said, go home and have a personal life.
Oh yeah, I mean, there has been episodes where I've been in a lot, every scene, and it has been down to me, but they're very few and far between. I admire Yannick; he's in every day, and like you said, with me, Johnny, we have the fun, we have the, he's playing the straight character, so that's a tough role. We come in, bounce around, have funny lines, do a bit of this, bit of that, and then Yannick's still like bearing that straight kind of road. That's tough as an actor, that really tough.
Well, I know I got to wrap it up here, so I appreciate you taking the time to do this, and good luck with Sheffield.
Sheffield Wednesday.
Thank you.
The other one we don't speak about.
All right. Thank you so much.
Thanks, guys.